So I just finished watching Creed 2, and I want to review it, and I also want to kind of do like sort of a double review for like Rocky 4 and Creed 2. Now it's kind of funny because my wife and I recently watched Rocky 4. I said, hey, do you want to watch like kind of a corny, cheesy ass 80s movie? She's like, yeah, sure, I'm in the mood for that. So we watched Rocky 4, and I hadn't seen it in a while. And a little bit ago, I did a video called St. Rocky the Fifth, where I talked about Rocky 5 and how I didn't understand why it was so critically shit upon, especially in comparison to the fourth movie. I remember Rocky 4 as being like, you know, a lot of fun, but let's be real. I mean, like the first half of that movie is mostly solid. I mean, there's that weird ass robot. I don't know what was up with that. That was really weird, and it kind of took me out of it. It was just so random. It didn't make any sense. It was just there. It was like, hey, it's the 80s now, I guess. But at any rate, apart from that, the first half of Rocky 4 was pretty good. But after that big thing happens, it's just montage after montage after montage. And don't get me wrong. I mean, like, you know, Rocky 4 had a really cool, like, motivational kind of 80s soundtrack, but literally the entire second half of the movie is like training sequences, like followed by like a little blip of a scene like in between, and then it's just montage after montage after montage. Alright, he goes to fight the Russian. Rocky 4 has the most simplistic plot. That's not to say that it isn't inspirational, that's just to say that it's 80s cheese, whereas like the first three movies actually tried. At any rate, Rocky 4 is pretty much pivotal for you to understand what's going on in Creed 2. Creed 2 was friggin' fantastic, and I haven't seen the first Creed in probably, I want to say like since early 2017 maybe was the last time I saw it, but no BS, I'm gonna rewatch it. As of right now, I think I might actually like Creed 2 better. Don't quote me on that. That's just how I'm feeling now. I'm gonna go back and watch both movies again. But this movie was freaking awesome, man. Like, it took, like, a character of such 80s cheese, you know, Ivan Drago, and it, like, humanized his character. And his son, Victor Drago, who honestly, I actually had a lot of sympathy for Victor Drago. He wasn't really like a scumbag per se. He was just an angry dude, and he was angry because his dad had like pumped him up his entire life. Rocky defeating me, like, you know, just dragged the Drago name through the mud in Russia. Like, he lost his wife, he lost everything, you know, and he's raising his son alone, and his son thinks that this, like, believes everything that his father tells him. I just felt sort of bad for him because he was really angry and he lacked direction because all he saw was what his father wanted him to do. And seeing a little bit of conflict there was actually really kind of interesting and unexpected. Michael B. Jordan, honestly, I think that dude is like probably in the top 5 of just best actors of our time. That dude is freaking awesome. And Adonis Creed is a great character. He's got his father's, like, you know, drive and his stubbornness. He's a fighter like his father. This story did have a lot to do with Rocky. Like, as much as this is a Creed sequel, it is also a Rocky sequel. This is Creed 2, but this is also, to some degree, it's Rocky 8. I'm happy that Rocky didn't upstage Adonis, you know, like, I'm happy that he was still the side character, but he was an important character, and he was going through just as much of a struggle. And I want to talk about the ending so much, but for those of you who haven't seen it, I'm not going to do it. But I will just say that the ending was super, super, super satisfying in a way that, like, really hit me here. It has that beautiful, like, spark that Rocky did, that inspirational, like, strength of the human spirit kind of spark. And it was an absolutely fantastic movie. Should I go back and watch the original and I like it better? It doesn't matter. Creed 2 is still a really, really, really awesome movie, and I cannot give it a thorough enough recommendation.